Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order campaign. In our last episode we mostly won the war of our sister here in Al-Andalus. We helped her beat the Aztecs. We basically destroyed the army, got it up to 90% or so, and we're just going to leave the remainder of the war to her. We have most of our army transported home. We have some that's about to arrive, and I think we have another fleet on the way down here to pick up the remainder. So that's pretty good. Once we have those disbanded, we'll be able to maybe declare another war. And I think the next war on our war agenda is the postponed Holy War that we were going to declare down here for one of the duchies in the Kingdom of Miser. So we'll get that taken care of. Assuming, of course, that our sister actually manages to win this war. So she shouldn't have any trouble from this point. As long as she doesn't let the Aztecs actually succeed in sieging anything. And we are also helping out our, not our sister, but our cousin in the Kingdom of Jerusalem down here with her rebel problem, which is also mostly taken care of. So we'll get this army on the way home, get this one disbanded, and these boats. So our trade expedition, also happening right now, finally reaches the realm of Emira Himi, okay, of the Telawa Sultanate, all the way down here in Africa. Interesting, okay. Your steward asks you what gifts we shall bring forth as a token of friendship to the Emira. I think we'll spend as much as possible. We'll go for 30 gold on a dozen strong horses. He's already pretty happy with me. Lords of the Aztec Empire are passing crown laws, that's fine. Thought that might be a peace offer or something. You notice the Emira's face growing red with annoyance as he glares at your steward munching the dinner with his bare hands in a barbaric way. And due to our high learning skill, we can say that the queen, our treasurer, is paying his or her regards to the blessing of the something. But yes, let's talk our way out of it with the high learning skill, which I assume is going to be the better option there. And let's see, our vassal king is proposing that he marry a courtier of ours. Okay, sounds fine. After long hours of discussing the terms of how trade can be sustained, you and the Emira come to a conclusion that you both agree on. This will be a profitable agreement. Great. With the new trade route set up, you return with the goods and sell them off for a nice profit. The influx of new wares will also benefit the economy for a long period to come. So we gain 500 gold up front, 150 prestige. We get trader for +2 stewardship, which is just a flat +2. We're not upgrading a +1, so that's good. And extra city vassal opinion, all of which is very nice. The treasurer has brought in riches to your realm by handling the trade expedition, and she might be expecting to get some wealth of her own. I think we can afford 170 gold for that. Yeah, we don't need the opinion, but I don't want to become greedy either. So we'll give her the 170. Okay, so he is actually finally chasing the Aztec army out of there and not letting them siege, so it should be all that's necessary to win this war, I think. And there's the last of our armies home. Alright, so I don't think there's really any reason to wait on declaring our war down here. This guy has actually 50,000 troops at his disposal. He is an adherent of a Shia heresy, interesting, and a lunatic. And also a genius. An interesting character. But we'll declare our holy war for... I believe it was the coastal duchy up here that we were going to go for. Fortunately, there are probably not any other rulers nearby of his religion, so we won't have to worry about them joining. And we'll just leave our retinue over here taking care of that for the moment, and in the meantime we'll raise some number of troops. I don't think we need to transport everything over. Let's see. 60,000 is probably going to be plenty. And the rest will just disband so that we don't have to wait for them to get to the coast here. Otto asks if a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody there to hear it, does it make a noise? We can have him probably gain 1 learning or become shy, or we can have him probably become diligent, which would be the preferred outcome here, I think. Though we do risk making him arbitrary. Apparently we got the 10% chance of him losing 1 learning, I think. I didn't take note of what his learning was before. Not a big deal, I guess. And there is an independence war declared against the Aztecs. Interesting. It looks like it's not a particularly large rebellion here, but it's a rebellion nonetheless, and that's probably happening because we destroyed most of their army. So good. And Al-Andalus is fighting a battle against the remaining army down there, which should give her a few % war score at least. And hopefully win the war. We have a dangerous faction here. Our Crown Authority faction. Definitely need to get the king out of this. $350 gold is a hefty gift, but it does increase his opinion a lot. So I think we'll give it to him. That should get him out of there. Maybe we'll bribe a couple more people as well. 44 gold is much more reasonable. And that'll get rid of this faction, not that that was going to fire anytime soon. Alright, we'll see if that takes care of it, which it should. Come on. And there's an army here belonging to the Hasbaid Sultanate, which is the very people that we just declared war on, I think. Why we're hostile to them. That's interesting. If they're distracted with a war with somebody else in Europe, that means they're less likely to come and fight me. Which is good news. And our vassals are getting annoyed about their levies being raised again. I'm not going to be too concerned about. Or maybe I should be with all of these factions that we apparently still have. No, apparently the king just got out of them, so they're no longer dangerous, at least for the moment. Okay, starting to take attrition here, so let's get our first batch of troops onto some boats. Land them down here. Now, of course, we also have raised some troops in this area, which is absolutely fine. We'll disband the boats down here, though, since I don't think we're going to need them. The Aztec War is at 100%, so that should be over any day now. Keep an eye on this in case he tries to catch my little army in here. Okay, the queen won. As expected. And we almost have our troops together here, so we can get them onto these boats and send them down as well. And no progress yet in the Jerusalemite revolt. We should probably finish this siege before we move off there, though. Hey, we can invest in military tech. I think we'll just go for, I don't know, heavy infantry. Probably no need to raise military organization. I guess we're probably below our retinue cap by a substantial margin for the moment. Okay, and with 10,000 together down here, I guess we'll send these over and maybe fight this army. And somewhere was converted to the Catholic faith up here in Antioch, I assume. Including the county where our chaplain is, so let's move him to where he can actually do something. And let's see, can we change our focus yet? No, I think we will since we already got the trade route set up as soon as we're able to. There's actually only a couple of months. Okay, so we won that battle. We'll follow the army to the next county. After years of careful planning, Lope de Savoie from the court of the Count of Zaringen has raised a large army of exiles, mercenaries, and hopefuls, declaring his intention to press his claim by force. Okay. Lope's host claimed on Dauphine. Alright. Well, good luck with that. Enjoy yourself. Ireland changing crown laws, that's fine. And we siege the rebels' capital holding, or at least the top holding in this county. We may as well leave the army there to continue. And we have our troops here, which is good. Unfortunately, they're taking attrition in this county. And they're going to be taking attrition everywhere. Let's get half of them out of there as quickly as possible. Aztec revolt ended inconclusively. Okay. And I think we managed to get out before we actually lost any troops, which is good. And I guess we'll just disband the fleet here. Okay, we'll actually have you just wait and not land the troops immediately because we still have an army in here. Current generation of young men from Nassau have won fame for their bravery and strength while fighting in your armies. They bring much honor to their families. So we get extra morale and faster levy reinforcements there. Okay. Good. Alright, so I think we have our entire target duchy under siege at this point. We may as well advance our other army onto the enemy capital here. Could speed things up a bit. Still only 7,000 or so troops available to the Aztecs. I kind of expected them to be a little more powerful considering they're basically all of Britain plus a big chunk of Spain. Guess he's pretty depressed about the recent events. They're probably just below their total levy. Yeah, their max levy is like 54,000, so it will be relatively powerful once they recover. But they're no longer really a threat on the same order as they used to be. So I think we'll go up to speed 4 while we wait for these sieges to finish, since we shouldn't have to do too much fighting, it looks like. 7,000 of their army are still up here, which I guess we could raise some troops from our other vassals and use to fight them if they start to become a problem. In the meantime, we can probably go ahead and change our focus now. And let's choose the war focus. I don't think we have any rivals yet, but if we get some, we can duel them. Count of Hennigo provided me with proof that the King of Bayern has been viciously slandering me. Well, he isn't one of the troublemakers, I think. I don't think we really need to threaten him with exposure. We'll just keep it to ourselves. Still technology from Barcelona, that's good. And we opened the stable door a bit quick and accidentally stumbled in on Otto getting his first kiss. I suddenly realized he's becoming a man. So we can make him probably chaste or maybe lustful, or we can make him also probably chaste, but slightly less probably. Deceitful would be okay, I guess, but I'd prefer if he stayed honest. I think we'll just take the risk of him becoming chaste. It's not such a big deal since he has a fertility bonus from being strong. Okay, so that's not great, but not the end of the world. You wish to intercede on behalf of one of my intercede on behalf of one of my prisoners, Nadia. Surely a show of mercy would please all your vassals. Well, if it would please all my vassals, I would do it, but it won't, so we'll diplomatically explain why not. We will take all of these people prisoner, though. And maybe we could release a prisoner to improve our vassal opinion. Unfortunately, the only landed person that we have righteous imprisonment on is the king here, and we have a very low chance of capturing him. Apparently our relative state intrigue is a problem, so he has 27 while we have 26. Doesn't seem like it's that bad. Either way, we have a very low chance of capturing him, so probably not worth the risk there. If Otto is nowhere to be seen, you can always find him in the courtyard, playing with his swords and practicing his sword fighting with older men. So we have another chance to make him diligent, potentially, here. A brave would also be good. And gaining martial, also very nice. He became proud, okay. So that's not great. Oh, also brave, though. I mean, proud is fine, it's not negative. Alright, well, we're out of time for this episode, so we'll have to continue this holy war in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.